The Professor here. Today we look in on the genius clockmeister as he solves yet another horological conundrum.
Why, thank you, Professor. What have we got for today? Okay, so in the last video, what we did is we put the clock back together, and I was having trouble getting the chime cam wheel in tune with the wheel next to it, which stops, which releases the train for the top of the hour. So I had a lot of trouble with that. In fact, several times I had to take the clock apart at least 5 times to reorient these two wheels that go together. So now I think it works. I think I finally got it back together. I didn't show you all that trouble because it was several days of videos. It would have been several days worth of work. But this is how difficult it is sometimes with these clocks. So anyway, so what I have now is I have it back together. Everything is in orientation. And what should happen now is I should be able to turn the hands on this and have everything test perfectly. So this is what we're going to do. Come up on the first quarter hour, even though I don't have the hand oriented correctly. All right, so that's the 15-minute chime. Seems long. Should go in the warning. And that's the half-hour chime. And I haven't got the chime barrel on there yet. That's the next step we'll film, we'll videotape. This is the 3/4 hour. Oops, my stuff fell off, darn it. Hold on a sec. Okay, I messed that up. What happened was this fell apart. I have to do a repair on the hour pipe here to hold the hands on. It's broken. It kind of half holds, so sometimes this hand will fall off till I get that repaired later. So the first chime is gone, first quarter is gone. Now we're going to half hour, warning. That's the half hour chime, which is a little longer, does a few more notes than the quarter chime. And then the 3/4 chime. Oh, I lost connection here. 3/4 chime goes a little longer because it has more notes. And then at the top of the hour, it'll be even longer because it has 8 notes. And then after it stops, the strike will go. Everything fell off here again, but we're done. So when that stops chiming the 8 notes, then this side will go and strike on the hammer the number of the hour, which should be 4 o'clock in this case, I think. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it was only 3 o'clock, I guess. 3 o'clock? Yeah. All right, so I've tested it. The chiming sequence works. That's the most complicated part of getting a clock back together like this, especially when you've never seen one where this is done inside the plates instead of outside the plates. The setting of this chime sequence happens between the plates, whereas the more modern clocks allow you to set cams and adjustments outside the plate. There is an adjustment here outside the plate for these two locking mechanisms. How far apart they are is determined by how far you lift up this lifting piece. So because you want to lift up the bottom one to release the chime cam for the quarter hours, but you don't want to release the top cam for the strike, or otherwise it'll strike every time. So it's got to release just enough to let the quarter hours chime, but not enough to let the top one. And the only one that will raise it high enough is that taller pointed one, the taller one on the hour pipe down here, that sets it up higher to knock both of these out of position so that they can be released. All right, so now that we've tested that and it works, the next part of the video will be on the back side of the clock, putting on the chime barrel and trying to get that the notes in the right sequence, which is a bit of a job in itself. But I'm very, very pleased having gotten this step accomplished. This is the chime barrel, and it goes on here, and we have to orientate it correctly in order to get the chime mechanism to work properly. So that'll be another video, but I just wanted to show you this, and we'll probably go right into the setting this up. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to put this chime thing together now. There's two issues. I gotta line it up in and out wise, plus I have to get it in sync with the clock itself, the music in sync. So what I want to do is start with the first 4 notes. So let's see where we're at. Where are we at on the chime? We're on what looks like 2. I think we're on 2. That was 3. And this will be 4. So this is 4. Okay. So I have it set. So now the next one to go will be the first quarter chime. And so the logic I'm using is that I want the 1, 2, 3, 4, because Westminster chime starts with ding, 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 ding. So that's what I'm looking for. So I got to line these up in and out, and then I got to find the ascending 4 notes. I know it's going to be hard, but I'm used to doing it. So see, I got to move this wheel in and out to line up with these, though. Right now I'm not lined up because nothing's moving. There we are. So I got to find the 4 notes. Where am I going to get this lined up? Oh, it's out of sync here. Not yet. Here, there. That was the 4 notes. So ding, 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 ding. Okay, I think it's here. I think it's here that we have the 4 notes. I think. I'm not sure. Okay, well, I'm going to find out in a second. See if I got the first 4 notes lined up. I don't like that those are even. Now these are all in uneven states. All my first step is to try to get these in the right order, and then when I get it in the clock, I can use my bender, my wire bender, to get them sounding better. All right, so this should be the first set of notes. Bing, 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 bing. That's it. All right, that's in sequence. That's all you got to do. That's it. The clock is in sequence. Now what else do I got to do? I have to put this on, and I have to put this on before I put it back in the... Oh, and I got some pins I haven't put in yet, and I got some screws I haven't put in yet, and I've got to line up the bottom. I got some work to do yet, but that is how you set those. So now they're in sequence. That's tightened against the barrel there, so they're in sequence now. Now I do have a few pins I got to put in here that I forgot to put in. Otherwise things will fall off the clock. And Lord knows we wouldn't want that. Okay, that one won't go in there. So I completely disassembled this clock, and I took the mainsprings out of their barrels and I cleaned them in the ultrasonic cleaner, and then I greased them and sanded them first and then greased them, put them back in the barrels so they're all working good, and then I cleaned the movement parts, shined up the polished the pivots, and then I put it all back together. This is where we are now. This piece has to go on next, and this piece, I wonder which is easier to put on first. If this is on here, am I going to have any trouble? No, I shouldn't have any trouble putting that on. This goes on here like this. Actually, it goes on, but it doesn't go on like that. It goes on like this. And then it goes like that. And then this comes out the front of the clock. Oh, I think we lost a screw. I had these taped up, so I'm going to lose these 4 screws. Now I can take them off because I know where I got the screws. Notice those screws aren't really the same size. We need a pin for that one. We need a pin right here. That one's not going to fit. Let's try this one. these pins fit. I took them all out of here, but none of them seem to fit to go back in. I have to keep making new ones all the time. Boy, oh boy. I'm not supposed to be doing that. Don't like making new ones. Uses up all my good pins. Give me a steel pin. I'm gonna have to charge the customer for supplies. Oh, wait a minute, I'm the customer. What was it I was putting the pin in now? I was putting a pin in something. What was it? Oh, here. Here it is. Okay, we need cutters. It's enough force for that. That's on. That's on. That clock is looking like it's complete. I wonder if we can put it in a stand and run it. What kind of stand would this fit in? It certainly won't work with that stand. That stand down there. I'm not sure. Stop the video for now because the next step will be placing it inside the clock. Thank you.